Archaeologists have unearthed a 4,000-year-old temple with a mysterious monolith and a Bronze Age murder scene on the island of Cyprus. The excavation led by Professor Luca Bombardieri revealed the oldest ceremonial structure ever discovered on Cyprus. It dates back to approximately 2000 to 1600 BC, during the Middle Bronze Age. At the center of this sacred space, archaeologists found a monolith decorated with a circular motif, which would have been illuminated by a hearth in front of it. Originally standing at 2.3 meters tall, the monolith has collapsed onto the floor of the room, shattering a large amphora that was likely placed at its base as a ritual offering. Bombardieri believes the monolith was used for rituals linked to whatever cult worshipped there, and that its existence highlights the significant role religion played in the lives of these prehistoric people. The Bronze Age settlement of Erimi spans over 1,000 square meters of workshops, warehouses and dyeing vats. It is situated inland on a high limestone terrace overlooking the Kouris River. Interestingly, the temple was located in the innermost part of one of the workshops and could only be accessed by passing through the working sections. Bombardieri noted that the settlement and the shrine are so ancient they predate the first cities and proper temples built on the island by a few centuries. Closer to the base of the hill, a tight cluster of homes was found, with a burial site nearby. Ancient elites were buried in large chamber tombs, whereas the poor were buried in simple pits. In one of the dwellings, archaeologists also discovered the skeletal remains of a young woman, about 20 years old, who had been brutally killed. Her skull has been smashed in, likely with a rock or spear, and her body was laid on the ground with a heavy stone placed on her chest, seemingly to keep her still. The small house containing her body was then sealed shut, resembling a tomb. However, the absence of grave goods further indicates this was not a normal burial. The door was likely walled up to prevent her spirit from disturbing the living. This killing dates back to the Middle Bronze Age, when prehistoric Erimi was a prosperous settlement, largely due to the wine-colored textiles it produced. The location was ideal for textile craftsmen, being well ventilated and close to fresh water. For reasons still unknown, the town was suddenly abandoned. The temple and workshops were sealed with tools and materials left inside. Evidence suggests a fire, possibly set deliberately, caused the temple's roof to collapse. Ironically, this collapse preserved the relics, allowing Bombardieri and his team to discover them thousands of years later. The excavation at the site has been ongoing for 15 years, but archaeologists hope that future research will uncover more about the settlement's lost history and possibly shed light on the tragic case of the murdered woman.